Hey guys, I'm back for another video, and this is a kind of different video from what I normally do. Um, obviously, because I'm not in a game. Well, actually, I kind of am. Except the difference is, this is my homemade game. I made this myself. No help from anybody except for the person that taught me Java. But, yeah, so here we are. This is the program called Eclipse, and yeah, this is a game that I made. And I'm going to show it off real quick. Uh-oh, the play button's not showing here. I'll just move the camera up a little bit. There we go. Press the play button. Ignore the window that pops up. That's just testing. Yeah, we'll get rid of that. Here we go. Down here at the bottom, it says, if you look at the bottom right hand corner, it will say to choose a difficulty. This is it's a number guessing game that I made. So yeah, here we go. Just for demonstration purposes, let's do select easy. Now the difficulty, basically easy, is numbers 1 through 100, mediums 1 through 1000, and hard is guessing a number between 1 and a million, which is almost impossible. I've tried that, it just doesn't work. So I'm going to select 1, and there we are. And it says you have selected easy. Guess a number from 1 to 100. I don't know. Let's go straight down the middle. 50. Go lower. How about 20? Go higher. Okay, we've narrowed it down. 30. Yeah. So it's between 30 and 50. So let's try 40. Okay, now 30 and 40. So let's try 36. Go lower. 33. Go higher. 35. Oh, wow. It's 34. Here we go. Boom. It says you chose the number in 8 tries. Press 1 to try again and press 2 to exit. So yeah. Now I'm going to explain how this works, so all you people that know what Java really does, then you can listen in on this part, but everyone else, you can still listen, but you're probably going to be confused terribly. So here we go, I'm going to attempt to explain this. So pay no attention to all this JFrame stuff. I was trying to get it to run in a frame, or not a frame, I meant into a window, but I haven't really quite done that yet. So anyway, I'm going to explain the program itself. So this is our main method. Pay no attention to any of that. That's all for the window. But this is the important part. This calls the method. I don't know what I was naming that. I'm not sure why I did that. But anyway, I have this method over here. So then what it does is it declares 4 integers, one of which is player guess, another's try count, another's try again, and then the fourth one's the number, which is the number you have to guess. So over here, random rand equals new random. That is using the import. Oh, what the? Huh. There's no import statement for the random class, apparently. There's gotta be. There's no way that it just works with that. Okay, never mind. Well, what this does is it creates a random number. Now, and it's named rand. So let's keep that in mind for later. Then it just prints out the menu. And then you've got scanner diff choice equals new scanner. Now what this is the variable diff choice, which is the choice of the difficulty. In this line of code over here is converted into an integer, and then that integer is tested in this switch statement. And what this does is, in the case that the variable is equal to 1, it turns it to easy difficulty. In the case of 2, medium, 3, hard. And in the end, there's a default, so if you type anything other than 1, 2, or 3, it says error. So that's that. Then, now that we've selected our difficulty, it goes into this loop over here, which if the loop is right here. Like, that's the loop. Only those about 10 lines of code. Now, what this does is it was I don't know what I was trying to say there. It would be stuck in this loop until the player's guess does not equal the number. I meant, wait, no. It stays in if it's not equal to it. Yeah. Just ignore what I just said. So to get out of this loop, like if you go through all of this code and you reach this, which should be the end of it, it goes back to the beginning again. And it keeps doing that until the player's guess equals the number. and once it does, it passes out. But let me explain what it does here. So I'm converting the player's guess into an integer because for some reason you can't test a scanner variable against an if statement, or I meant in an if statement versus an integer. Anyway, converted it to an integer, and then you've got an if statement. So sorry about that. If the player's guess is less than the number, then it will tell you to go higher. And if it tells, well, actually, and if it's higher than the number, then it'll tell you to go lower. And then at the end of the loop, it adds 1 to the try count, which is another variable. So then what it does is you keep going through this until you finally guess the number, and then you go here. And it says you chose the number in, and then there's a space. Then it prints out the try count, which is that how many times you tried, which is right here actually. And then if the try count is, oh yeah, what I did here is I did a bit of complex code to make it do something special. Basically, it prints out try count, and then it says either try or tries according to, like, I tried to make it more accurate as far as English language goes, so I don't somehow pick it like with one guess and it says you picked it in 1 tries, because that doesn't really sound right. So I made it so in the case that it's 1, it says try instead of tries. But that's a very rare thing to happen anyway. Here, let's just put a enter just so we can distinguish that from the rest of the code. And then what we've got is it tells you press 1 to try again, press 2 to exit. Then I have another switch statement over here, which is another scanner variable called YouTube. I don't know why I named it YouTube. I just starting to run out of ideas for names. Converted it to an integer. And then in the case of 1, it brings you back to the beginning again. And in the case of 2, it exits out of the program. So that's that. Yeah, that's my explanation, which probably a very small percentage of you actually know what I'm talking about. But yeah, and what I did over here, like, this is all for making a window pop up. So there's those 4 lines of code over there. And then we got some more code over here. All of this is for just the window for some reason. It's kind of complicated. Well, oh, what was that? I just screwed up with something. Well, that's going to be it for the video, guys. So, you know what this means, right? I'm going to be making my own games. And all of this is from memory. None of this was copied or anything like that. So, yeah. Please leave a like down below if you think this will lead to a bright future for not only myself, but the channel. Because I'm going to start making mods for Minecraft and maybe even my own games. So, yeah. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you guys later.